What's up, guys? It is Titus. I'm back with another video, and it looks like Bitcoin has had a run up, but like I've been telling you guys, you look at the candlesticks carefully, you'll be able to tell if it's heavily manipulated or it's a natural run up. This run up looks heavily manipulated. I'm gonna keep telling you guys this until I don't see any more manipulation, because candlesticks naturally do not occur to be that big on a regular run up. They may go up and down, and then slowly go up. They don't just shoot up. That's manipulation. Hope you guys had a good day. Have a good night. Make sure you guys are still holding your coins. Do not sell out of any of your coins, especially if you're at a loss. And there's a lot of coins you shouldn't be selling either. You shouldn't be selling Bitcoin, Ether, ADA. You shouldn't be selling any of those major coins that you have to have in your portfolio at all times. You can trim a little bit off, but I wouldn't recommend it. Most of this is for long term and long term only. But it doesn't hurt to take profits. I'm not knocking that. So let's get started. Alright, so we're gonna start by looking at some new news. What news do we have today? Well, first let's look at the Bitcoin chart so I can show you guys why. That manipulation is still there. So as you guys can tell, we saw this earlier this morning, and then went up. These aren't like these sticks right here. There's still a little bit of manipulation, but not as heavy as these two. Look, this one initially ran up to 392 on Bitcoin. One candlestick went from 376 to 392. That's a 2,000, almost 1,800 increase, $1,800 increase. And no retail, I keep telling you guys this, no retail investor can do that. It's the institutions and the whales, the big money can do that, not us. So I want to see how long this sustains at this level. It's good to see a run up. It looks nice on paper, but on TA, technical analysis, this is very odd. But if it consolidates at these levels and stays up here for maybe a day or two, let's give it till tomorrow night. If it stays up here till tomorrow night, we may be safe for a bullish run up. We may be safe, but we have to see it stay at these levels for a good amount of time so we can see good run up potential. Alright, now let's look at some news. I don't usually be looking at news, but just gotta show you guys some stuff, see what's on the news today. Remember, it's no emotions, it's all based off technical analysis, the charts, and of course the news does affect the markets a little bit, but it doesn't have a major effect like you will see Elon Musk tweet affect the markets unless it's major news. And one important thing that you guys have to know is the US and all these other countries are racing to make their own crypto. They are racing to be at the top of this. and they want you to sell. They want to control crypto. They want you to sell your Bitcoin. They want you to sell your Ether so they can get all of it. That's what I believe the plan is right here. So they make it look like a run up. They make you buy at let's say 40K. Let's say you go to 40K. They make you buy out there. Come right back down. Come right back down. And then you're gonna be, when you think on an emotional side, emotional state for it, you think, oh, why did I get into this? I got in at the wrong time. And then you want to sell out. But if you just do TA, you'll be perfectly fine. Okay, now let's, what was it at? So just hold your coins, guys. Don't sell any of your ETH. Don't sell any of, we need to keep it majority in our hold. These institutions are taking a lot of our Bitcoin and Ether right now. A lot of our strong projects. We don't want to see any of that happen because that's not good for us. We don't want them to have control over the crypto markets. We have to stay strong at all times. No matter how down the market is, how far it is, you have to stay strong. Remember, no emotions in these markets. Okay, let's, I don't know, what should we look at? Banks one is this. I told you guys this the other day when we were talking about Celsius. Like banks, I didn't say necessarily just banks. I said countries have to adopt to crypto. If they don't adopt to crypto, they will be left behind. That's why you saw El Salvador. They're already behind. They don't want to be further behind, so they're gonna adopt Bitcoin or crypto. So that's good on their part to get a little bit higher up in the tier as a country. They need that to help them. Cause I don't know, I still haven't done my research on El Salvador, so I don't know how the banking system works over there. But they needed to adopt crypto heavily. They needed it. Because if they didn't, it would be a fourth world country. And I don't even know what that looks like. I've never even heard of the fourth world. So that's why it's good for you see 88 bringing crypto to, is it Ethiopia? Africa, basically. They're bringing crypto to them. Africa is very iffy for me because a lot of Africa is owned by China. If you guys didn't know that, a lot of Africa is owned by them. A lot of businesses over there, they do a lot of stuff, including China. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So it'll just be something to look out for because I know China understands that Africa is a good economy to be looking at. And they've been looking at it for the past 10, 20 years. So China they're trying to get ahead. But they want to get ahead of USA so bad. They are doing it little by little. USA needs to start making their own products, doing everything on their own. Because one day China will just turn on us. You can already see it. They don't even respect Joe Biden. They be disrespecting that man. So I don't like talking about politics, but I'm just saying the facts. China is trying to get that step ahead. They're not even a few steps behind us. They're a step behind America. Not in technology. They're probably like 3 steps ahead of us in that. But they're a step behind us basically in an economic way, and how they, yeah, basically economic way, how they run things. They're a step behind us. So let's read this. Banks won't exist in 10 years unless they change their model of business. Crypto was invented by people to remove people from the equation. These issues plaguing from the financial world, whether centralized finance, insurance, lending, or other assets, all come back to human error. For instance, why can't a dispensary put cash in a bank? Because of bad human judgment. These rules or regulations make zero practical sense. That's tough. Banks, these banks, they trying to get them some Bitcoin too. I just need to meet certain automated criteria. There's no prejudice. There's no judgment against somebody, age, or some scoring system that can't be gained. Doesn't matter what race, gender, or sex you are. If you meet the criteria in DeFi, the transaction will be completed. If not, it won't. Yeah, so it's basically yes or no for crypto, like in DeFinance. It's a yes or no question. Either you have the qualifications or you don't. Bank doesn't look at you, like look at your credit and then look at you as a person and then say, oh well, they got the money, but I don't want to. Yeah, then there's no if, ands, and buts about it. It's either yes or no in DeFi. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, everything needs to, because everything's moving online. I told you guys this. Not to you guys, but everything's moving online. Why wouldn't it make sense to move banking online, move everything online pretty much? But the only thing I'll be worried about is security. Security. I'm not talking about security guards. I'm talking about the security of the information. How you're going to protect the information, keep it from getting out to certain people, keeping the information from getting stolen. That's the only thing. Security is the only thing that you have to worry about online. You still have problems like that in like real world banks too. You might try to rob a bank, but that's less often than like cyber attacks. So that's that. What else we got on here? Ether on the rise at 2,500. I understand it's at 35. Okay, they're just probably talking about in general. Oh, and Bitcoin, they're adding another layer to their blockchain or something to make Bitcoin go faster, at faster transaction time. So that's good. But if you have Bitcoin, I wouldn't sell it, buy anything with it really, because it just goes up in value. It's a deflationary token for a reason. It's for you to keep it and let it grow. If you want to sell, you can sell, but I wouldn't recommend it because you definitely regret it. A year after you sell, 2 years after you sell, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you regret it. So I'll just hold on as much Bitcoin and Ethereum as you can. Just hold on. It's gonna be a bumpy ride, but we will make it to the end. You want to have something to where you can like Think about it as a legacy. You want to leave a legacy, strong legacy behind to your family, whatever. You want to leave a strong legacy behind. So I would use Bitcoin as a souvenir to keep the legacy in low. I don't know, maybe that's just how I think, but that's how, yeah, I feel about it. Ether, Bitcoin, those are gonna be like OG things that those are must-haves. 10, 20 years from now, Ether, Bitcoin are gonna be OGs. And those are something that you must hold on to. Yeah, like I said, Bitcoin run up, it'll start running back up probably like mid July, late July. We'll start seeing Bitcoins run up and everything will be cool. Okay, Bitcoin is at 39 right now. Coin with potential. Coin with high index out of 100, which indicates that coin has high events. With smart staking system ETF 2.0, backed by a number of cryptocurrencies and stocks later in 20. Through staking loans, depositing. Staking system works directly in your wallet. 1% of each transaction is distributed evenly all to testnet holders via. Again, 1% of each transaction gets expired forever. Okay, so that's cool. There's a lot of meme coins that do that as well, so it's nothing new. Whoa. Whoa. Look at the supply. And they're saying they burn after every transaction. That's interesting. Let me search them up. Test 10 set. I'm up here saying testnet. Oh, it's in the top 200. Interesting. Max supply 203 million. Is there a cited website? Smart staking burning DeFi. ETF 2.0. So they have an ETF stock? Or is that coming out? Let's watch this video, guys.
The fourth industrial revolution is happening right now from our eyes. New emerging technologies, decentralized finance, Internet of Things are just a few examples of what the future will hold. Some industries are fast adapting and testing new ideas, while others require more time, right frameworks, and government regulations. At Tencent, we build bridges between cities and the world of traditional finance, speeding the transition into a decentralized world. Tencent launched a second-generation ETF token. Tencent token is deflationary, offers smart staking, various mechanisms, ensuring it's stable time. Each transaction in the network subtracts 2% fees. Half of the fee is burned, which creates deflation and scarcity, while the other half gets distributed to everyone as smart state. There's no need to freeze your tokens or keep special wallets. Staking works for everyone, always. 10-cent token is backed by carefully selected cryptocurrencies that generate profits from staking, farming, loans, and other decentralized mechanisms. 30% of the company profits are actively spent on buying back 10 cents from exchanges. These tokens are also burned, which creates even more deflation and boosts the token price. 10 cent is also building with the stock market, traditional world finance. Our final goal is a seamless connection of various industries and the blockchain's best ideas are integrated directly into traditional finance. Already working with Visa, Oracle, and other solutions. That's project, however, have the strong support of its community. At 10-Cent, we are proud to have such remarkable support from thousands of investors, multiple Telegram's channels, mine and Kakao's channel in South Korea. Significant changes in the financial sector are happening right now, so don't miss it. Let's create a better, centralized, and more transparent world of finance. Together at 10cent.io.
Interesting. So what do you guys think? You think it's A1? You think it's a nice project? It looks clean. It looks clean. I'm gonna admit. It does look clean. Just need to see a little bit more and check out the team after this. Alright, so roadmap. Implementation of smart contract. We good? Alright. Alright, so it's interesting. 10 set. Exchanges, reviews, applications for listings. First test of integration with Visa. That's cool. Visa. That's a notable name. Added to major rating websites list. Alpha mobile app, decentralization, staking, ETH, DOT, etc. Implementation of community voting. Cool. Beta release of app with MetaMask implementation. Oracle implementation. First release 5 back. Oh, so they haven't bought back any yet. But so this is major. This is major. And there's not that many tokens either. So when they buy back, let's say they buy back, how many is there in there? So let's say they buy back 10 million, burn them. That means the supply shortens. I don't know if they do this every Q3. But that is major. Okay. All right, let's look at the team. Okay, so it looks like they have a building, an actual building that they take a picture in. I don't know if it's real, wallpaper. Young and self-made entrepreneur made Forbes 100 richest. He's a former CEO of CodeWise, second package company here. He's that gateway too big. Okay, this is nice. Crypto marketing leader, YouTuber, and social media influencer, testnet ambassador in Japan, influencer on Twitter from the UK with over 250k followers, testnet well investor. Net well investor. Okay. CEO at Smart Contract Line. Okay, so this is nice. Testnet partners. This need a little bit more recognizable investors. This gems. Okay, swap. So it looks like they're starting off small. I mean, that's all about growth. Uniswap. So you can cop this on Uniswap. So they burnt 6 million 10 set already. Or 7 million basically. Current supply is 85 million. Gas price 10 GWEI. That's for the Ether trading fee. Next frontier of DeFi liquidity. Incentives. Past system portfolio risk. Exclusivity taxes. Market manipulation. Just large complexity. Trading risk. Fees. High inflation. Lack of price discovery. Testnet ETF 2.0 users purchase 10 set tokens, paying with ETH. Okay. 10 set company asset management, 30% profits used to buy back 10 cent. Yeah, we know that. So you get 1% every time. Is it every time somebody makes a purchase? A 10 set? 1, 2. Because if it's every time somebody makes a purchase, that's a lot. Somebody make a $10,000 purchase. 2% of that. It's 200. 200, right? Split in half, 1%, which is 100. That happens multiple times a day. That's a lot. Over time, that adds up. Our smart contract adds 2% fee each transaction and splits it each transaction. That is important. Yeah, that's very important. So over time, you get 1% of whoever transacts into this. or buys this token, you get a percent, not the full percent, but the a percent, which is $100, splits off between how many of other people are holding this token, and then the other 1% is burned. So yeah, it's pretty cool token. I like how these candlesticks look. I'm gonna just keep it like this. Wow, so they started off at 83 cents. They're a very new a new token. And they ran up to $6. And they are down a lot. That's 3x almost. They're down 3x. They're down 61% past 15 days. Tough. But that just goes to show the growth of it though. $6.48, and now they're at $2.50. Is this something to take a look at? Their top 200 token. Their market cap is top 200. Market cap is, wow, 202 million. So this is an interesting token. You guys may have to do some more research on yourself for yourself. If you guys want to look at it, I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I may get in, I may not. I'll let you guys know in the Discord if I do get in. And Bitcoin looks like it's trying to go up. Make sure you guys stay strong during these markets. And peace out. I'll see y'all tomorrow.